We have some hysterics coming out of Nigeria. This woman above says to sell your car, I've sold mine, because apparently having a car, living alone, being able to pay your own rent, that makes you like a man. I'm going to show you this 30-second clip from this man. And he really takes exception. This part right here. He's like, if I leave you, you can still stand alone. He takes exception to that. Many of these people can't stand feminists. They can't stand working women and independent women because they think that when a relationship ends, your life should be in shambles. You should be going to the poorhouse. You should be groveling at the feet of these men because having money is what makes you a man. And so, yeah, you need to go ahead and watch this video.
That want to marry, don't buy house when you're not married. Don't buy cars, don't buy properties, don't live alone because you become like a man. In my language, I say, "Akunesio bike." Money make your heart strong. So if you are doing everything alone, living alone, you can't fit for a wife again. Now you begin to have a power torture with a man. Who do you think you are? Is it rent I can pay? Is it house I have bought? Even if I leave you, I can still live properly. Do you notice that the Western women and part of the South,
this woman's sarcasm and tone is perfect. She is perfect. Go ahead and watch this clip as she talks about what she's going to do to make sure that she is no longer a man because she has a car. She is about to reclaim her femininity, and she's going to tell you the steps that she's going to do to go about to get her womanhood back, her femininity back, because having a car and not being able to submit properly because she has a car is not the way to be. She said that that man was correct. Go ahead and watch this. Sarcasm on point. I love her.
I don't know the crazy thing. The crazy thing is that he's correct. I know some of you want to jump at him and say, what are you saying? But he's correct. Because me, ever since I got a car, my manhood has been growing. As in every day I wake up, 1 inch has added. I said, that what happened? Since I got this car, baby, muscle, my heart is strong. My manhood is growing. What happened? It's because I got a car. That was very disrespectful of me. I shouldn't have. Who am I? How dare I, at this my age, get a car when there is no man that I can submit to? That was very silly and sick of me. What nonsense. I should have stayed in my father's house. What do I even mean? That truly, I understand him. It's very disrespectful. I see reasons with him. Why would I do that? Because I realize that I'm not humble enough. I don't have humility. I don't have the humility that is required of me. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to sell my car. I'm going to put the car up for sale. But if I can't sell it, I'm going to find a man that will settle for me. Because I'm the problem. I became the problem immediately I did those things. I'm going to find a man that will settle for me. And I'll say, my lordship, you can have my car. You can have control of this house that I pay for. And you can give me access to them when you want. And my lord, there's no reason why I should have a car and a house at my age. And you are just there. Take it. Doesn't matter whether you are poor or not. Take my house, take my car. I will submit to you. You can remove food from my mouth. It doesn't matter as long as you have control. Because you are the only one that matters. Only your control matters. Oh, thank you so much, sir, for this profound message that you have passed on to me. I hope other women take note. I hope every other woman becomes like me. Because it takes a lot of humility for me to admit that I am not humble enough. So thank you so much. Wow. I always knew I was the problem. I've changed. You should change too. Thank you.
Now keep in mind, her very first comment was to say, sell your car, I've sold mine. And then Queen says, I put it up for sale, but don't you think I should move out of my house and back to my father's house? Paying rent also hardens the heart to stone. And then EA says that's exactly what you should do. It's going to bring back your femininity. Please keep in mind, I don't know all of these words, but I can gather the gist. Nika says, you're still asking, see your phallus outside. And to that, Queen says, my penis has grown longer this morning. I will do what's needed ASAP. Oreko says, laughing my butt off, let a woman be totally dependent on a man and they'll call her hungry. And then let her make her own money. They say she'll become rebellious. Women don't get a break. And that is so true. They can't stand a gold digger, but they also can't stand the feminists that can stand on their own. These men and their mush brains make no sense. Nika says, thank God I've not bought mine, lest I join you unmarriageable women with growing phalluses. Hawaii, too, should take note and hand over her house to Speed Darlington or Portable. Maybe they'll finally help her to buy a chair before her manhood grows any longer. We do not need women with too much manhood because that would be just too much. Hawaii says, I'm looking for money up and down to buy a house so I can give it to my man. What else am I living for? So at least she has a game plan. She's finding this money to buy a house to give it away. That makes sense. She won't grow a manhood if she does it that way. Nika says, as you should, my dear, as you should. We don't want you growing a big phallus like the other foolish babes and working hard to be like men. And then Beanie Prodigy says, I might as well quit my job, sell my car, and move back to Nigeria so I can find a good provider of a man who will lord his manhood over me while I be demure and docile. Oh, goodness, I can't. If having my own car makes me bad wife material, then my dreams have come true. This person can't even stay in character for too long. Chica says, you people are not serious. Nika laughs. Then we have a man. A man comes in. He says, you guys missed the point, and that's the problem with women these days. They listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. The more money you have, the more arrogant you become. It's the same for both men and women. Now, for women, the more money a woman has, the more the kind of man she can date reduces. Women are hypergamous in nature. This is not a bad thing, meaning they want someone they can look up to. That being said, the higher you go, the fewer the number of men you can look up to. A car is a necessity, not a luxury. Don't get a luxury car. So this man is coming in and letting these women know who they want to date and what kind of car they should drive. Thankfully, we have a man that's coming into the chat. Get yourself a man when you are young, when you're in your father's house, and both of you can grow together. But if you are already doing well for yourself, humble yourself. When I say humble yourself, that does not mean you have to suffer yourself. It means if you have money to buy a Mercedes-Benz, save it and buy a good Toyota Corolla. You can ignore all this advice if you want to and be single, or you want to become the second wife of an Alhaji. I don't know an Alhaji, but I guess that is a bad thing to become a second wife. These men want to humble women so bad. He said, get yourself a Toyota Corolla. This woman has enough money to be able to afford a Benz. And he said, get yourself a Corolla. Timmy says, brothers, just keep your advice to yourself because these lost souls are too daft to get your message. And then Ekun says, bunch of fools following each other. I will leave the comment there so they can come back to it. These women, they're just too daft to get it. Vector says, man to man, this talks make no sense, no vex. So this man does not agree with Ekun. And then he was like, you're a feminist. He's like, you call yourself a man taking a picture like a woman? Yeah, we're not the same kind of man. You're a feminist. And then we have another man coming in. Well, I can't say for certain what he has in his mind, but the fact is a fact. But the fact remains that the more money a woman has before marriage, the more masculine she tends to be. A woman should stretch, evolve, and grow, but not at the expense of her femininity. There's a reason she sees her period monthly, and that's to remind her of her role, and it has nothing to do with houses and cars. Yeah, mush brain. That's why this person says you're a fool. These men really coming in talking. They want to keep women down here so they can feel more superior, but women all over the globe are just going and they're getting it done no matter what these whiny dudes are saying. And I am here for it. I'm here for their raggedy selves trying to push a woman down, but social media posts and commentary doesn't do anything. That's the reason why these women are laughing and being sarcastic, and I'm here for it. I love a good sarcastic woman. Let me know what you think. Join the conversation. Did you laugh? Don't forget to like, comment, and share.